Hey Internet, Eric here. Today's video is a movie I was been wanting to discuss. I wanted to discuss it for Shocktober, but I mentioned if you watch those series of videos, I mentioned that the way I was watching it did not work out so well. So we'll leave it at that. Um, but I still wanted to really watch it, and I said I would discuss it. And then when I watched said movie, I said this has got to be a movie to discuss for my Have You Ever Seen series of videos, where I just take a movie where it seems like no one ever talks about, and I want to shine a little spotlight on it. When I mean no one, is like I don't see it on YouTube. I don't hear about it from my circle of friends, be it air quotes in real life or on social media. Movies I've discussed for this: Freaked with Alex Winter, 13 Sins. There's a whole playlist. Today I'm going to try to shine a spotlight on and ask: Have you ever seen Psycho Goreman? Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. Came out in 2020. Basic plot of this film is we are following Mimi and her brother, and they, after playing a game of Crazy Ball, which to me just it's kind of like if you've ever grown up reading Calvin and Hobbes, it reminds me a lot of Calvin Ball. It's just this goofy game that they create rules on the go type of thing. And the loser was going to get buried alive, of all things. So that already sets the tone of the film. And what happens is, as Mimi is making her brother dig up his grave, he finds this weird, I don't know if it's an amulet or just a regular jewel or whatever. Mimi takes it because she was the winner, and it awakens Psycho Goreman. And although that's not his official name, it awakens Psycho Goreman, who has been imprisoned for a revolt and killing many aliens, I guess you would say. And now that he has been awakened, he has to follow the orders of anyone who's holding that jewel. So basically, he has to take orders from Mimi, and he has to deal with two bratty kids, their best friend, all the while dealing with like an outer space consulate who's coming to Earth to stop him. You can kind of figure it out. If I'm putting the spotlight on this film, I fucking love it. Let's get the elephant out of the room first. I found Mimi to be pretty insufferable. You find out right away she is just this big giant brat. She's mean to her brother, rude to her mom, just very unlikable. But this actress who plays her, the way, like her body language and the way she delivers some of her lines and some of her actual lines are quite funny. It's quite good. So if you can just get past the fact that you just want to strangle her, you might enjoy her. She does have good chemistry with the actor who plays her brother. Just he is this. He's how would I say it? He does what he's told because he's afraid of his sister, type of thing. He's got no self-esteem. They work well together with her telling him what to do, him just doing it. There's a good scene later where he meets Psycho Goreman in a dream, and Psycho Goreman pretty much pumps him up, says, "You gotta stop taking shit from your sister because she's gonna fucking kill you one of these days." He's really good. Let's talk about Psycho Goreman. Not his real name. There's a fun scene where he tells them his real name, and they're like, "That name sucks." So they're trying to figure out different names. They call him Psycho Goreman. First off, I love the way he looks. He looks like a weird amphibious monstrous creature. Like if you took the mirror monster from Conan the Destroyer and had that mirror monster fuck a fish, this would be the offspring, I guess you would say. I really like the look of him. There's one actor under the makeup, and then there's a voice actor. The voice actor is very good, and he is just a perfect fish out of water, dealing with these two fucking brats, and I love it. There's great scenes where I've destroyed thousands and thousands of galaxies, and then Mimi says, "Okay, shut up, I don't care. Prove how powerful you are. Spin my brother around." And what he does is he's got telepathic abilities or whatever, points at the brother, lifts him up in the air and like spins him around type of thing. So he has those. He's got incredible strength, but he's got great comedic timing. This actor, I love a lot of the frustration he has to deal with. He wants to destroy the universe, but he's told to sit down and watch TV and shut up, and they'll be back in the morning, type of thing. And because Mimi's holding the amulet, he has to do it. Other characters, the kids' parents, they're going through, I guess you would say, I don't know if they're going through a dry route, or is that the proper word? A dry spot, I guess you would say, in their marriage. And that focuses a lot on the two of them. They're both pretty funny. The dad does whatever he can to get out of housework in a funny way. I like how the mom responds and tries not to put up with his bullshit. And then that causes a separation at the end. And the mom is, I guess you'd say, hijacked or kidnapped and turned into one of the space consulate. And of course, that causes, a rift. She's now evil, going against the Goreman and the kids and stuff like that. It's a great causes a great final finale to happen. Other characters, there is a best friend. I don't remember his name. He's fine. He is Mimi's crush, and does it show? And I don't know why, but Psycho Goreman turns him into that little brain creature, just for the hell of it. Other characters, the space consulate, I guess you would say, they're just a bunch of bumbling idiots. You have the one in charge who looks like she's right out of uh, the Power Rangers. And the design of all these characters are cool. You have that one that looks like he's out of the Power Rangers. You have this one that looks kind of like Mutagen Man. If you know what Mutagen Man is from, like the Ninja Turtles, like he has this clear dome but a skull like in the middle. Really, really cool. All the creativity in all the monsters or aliens are great. The gore. He's called Goreman for a reason. The first time we see him, he breaks into a warehouse, an abandoned warehouse, and he walks in on a bunch of thieves. The leader of the thieves is pissed off that they weren't able to steal what he wanted them to steal. Psycho Goreman rips heads off. He makes one person permanently age. The kids interrupt that and make Goreman stop. He falls down. He crashes into a bunch of blood. A lot of it is CGI blood, but it's a lot of fun. There is some good comedy to this. Like I said, the fish out of water story, Psycho Goreman dealing with these two fucking bratty kids. There's some fun montages I like when they're trying to. It's goofy as shit. They're trying to hide Psycho Goreman. You know what I mean? They take him to the department store, and there's this whole montage of him trying on clothes. This one sucks. This one sucks. He ends up dressing like a cowboy type of thing. He's walking down the street, like eating ice cream or something. Some punk kid on a bicycle says, "Hey, you're a fucking idiot," or something like that. Psycho Goreman looks at him. Boop. You just see the kid explode in nothing but blood and guts. That type of fun stuff. He's teaching the kids, self-defense. Lots of fun shit. And what I like is, it seems like Psycho Goreman might be warming up to the children. But then when the space consulate comes down, he says, go ahead and kill him. I don't like him. So he's still out for himself. I like that a lot. Loved the ending. I don't really want to spoil it because, like I said, I'm trying to put a spotlight on this, but I loved the ending. I loved how. Okay, you can kind of put two and two together. The outer space consulate is defeated. Psycho Goreman is now free of control of the kids. He has respect for them, but then there's more to it than after that. Excuse me, and I won't spoil that. Yeah, I love the backstory. We get a backstory of who Psycho Goreman is. The backstory of him, he was a slave on another planet. Him and his race were destroyed, and he fought back, and then after destroying his captors, he wanted to be, I guess you'd say, the ultimate, take over the universe. So that's a really cool story. I love how, the special effects, even though it's kind of cheap with the green screen. I like how there is a scene where the cops show up to actually arrest Psycho Goreman, and one cop gets scared away. The other cop, something happens. He does something. I don't know if he sets him on fire or whatever, but he ends up melting the cop, and the cop ends up being part of their group, walking around like he's the fucking dude from RoboCop who ran into the toxic waste. That's another fun part. This is the leader, I guess you would say, of the council. See what I mean? It looks like it's definitely something out of Power Rangers. But the addition to this guy is fucking fun. He's just wanting to die, but he's pretty much forced now to be part of the team. So the creativity in this, all like I said, all the practical effects, including the melted cop, the leader of the space council, which is a good fucking final fight. I really like the final battle. Their little friend who's turned into this brain monster, and he still joins them for like the whole group. The whole 2/3 of the movie type of thing, and it's just him in the background doing things. I love the scene where they're it's not really there's karaoke and he's on the drums. Obviously, it's a lot of fun. It's a good, I guess you'd say, good homage to B sci-fi movies, 80s movies like The Goonies, and a nice fun just monster mash, not monster mash. What would you call them? Creature feature. So highly recommend Psycho Goreman. If you can get past her being a little twat and realize he's just kind of a big puss, I think you'll really like it for all the things I just said. The great practical effects, great gore, fish out of water stuff, funny stuff, lots of fun. Highly recommend Psycho Goreman. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Click the bell below. Click the bell below. The bell's over here. Comment below. It's late, okay? Deal with it. Comment below. Have you seen this movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell me your thoughts. Coming up, I have Coraline, a video on Coraline. And then for my buddy, I keep saying it, John K. Alvarez, I'm going to do the Fisher King. And then eventually there will be Lawrence of Arabia. That's a long fucking movie, so I don't know when I'm going to upload that, but I got to have time to watch it. And then I got some things planned for next year that I'm very excited for. So I'll say that when it gets closer. But that's it. Thank you for watching. All that jazz. Check out Psycho Goreman. And if you like it, tell someone else because more people need to see this movie. Cheers.